U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's in the Turkish capital Ankara on his latest diplomatic trip of the region. He's due to meet Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan to discuss the war in Gaza. The visit comes as relations between Israel and Turkiye are strained, with both countries having recalled their envoys. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has condemned Israel's attacks on civilians in Gaza. I'm joined now by Resul, Serdar, who's in Ankara. It seems as though both Turkiye and the U.S. positions are quite far apart. Relations between Turkiye and Israel have clearly broken down. What can Antony Blinken hope to achieve with this?
Indeed, Turkish and American positions are more and more divergent. So just in minutes, we're expecting the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, to arrive in the building, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Turkey, right behind me, and the meeting is expected to start in minutes with his Turkish counterpart. But yes, the positions of the both countries are extremely different. So we know that the top topic on the agenda of the meeting is the war in Gaza. So Americans are saying a humanitarian pause. That is what they are asking Turks to support. However, Turkish position is quite clear here. Turkey says that it wants an unconditional ceasefire. And the second issue is the prisoners. And the American side is asking Turkey to support this process and to put a pressure on Hamas, that Hamas releases the captives taken by Hamas on October 7th. But Turkish position here is quite different than the American position. Turkey says that the exchange of the prisoners must be mutual. So Hamas releasing the Israeli captives and Israel releasing the Palestinian prisoners. So we see that there are several issues that the positions are diverging here. But there is another side of story today that's happening in Ankara today. So it is the cold treatment from Turks toward the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken. Just after midnight, he has landed in Ankara, and there was not any high-level Turkish diplomat receiving him at the airport. And today, we have been informed that there's not going to be a joint presser after the meeting. And there is not going to be a meeting between President Erdogan and Antony Blinken as well. So all of these are telling us something. Usually when the Secretary of State visits Turkey, so there will be a joint presser between him and the Turkish Foreign Minister, and the Secretary of State will meet President Erdogan as well. So now these are not the cases. So it's telling us something. And just ahead of Blinken's visit, Turkey has recalled its ambassador to Israel for the consultations as well. And also President Erdogan is increasingly using harsh language against Israel, and just recently said that Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, is finished for him. He's done with Netanyahu, and he has erased him. And so this is just happening ahead of Blinken's visit. And also President Erdogan openly criticized U.S. position as well, and even accusing U.S. being complicit in the crimes committed by Israel against the Palestinians as well. So today, we do not know whether after the meeting, for sure there's not going to be a presser, but whether there's going to be a written statement released or not. And that's why a little information about the content of the meeting. However, if there's not going to be a written statement at least, then we are going to try hard to get some information from the sources from the Turkish Foreign Ministry here.
Resul, thanks very much. That's Resul Serdar talking to us from Ankara.